This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Page 7 is the medical in respect of the petitioner number 2, the son. Kindly comes to page 9, which is the FIR. (115 to 117 to previously 323, 325, 339, all relevant sections.
বাউন্ডারি আগে চলে আসছে তোমাদের বাউন্ডারি
Where is your complaint actually?
Well, that is in the writ petition and as well as here. Kindly sees page 12 onwards. May I place, my lord?
Yes.
Yes. That yesterday at about paragraph A, that yesterday at about such and such, my father, who was standing outside our residence and such, requested me to bring the family vehicle bearing number such and such, which was parked beside AK Block Park, which is approximately 25 to 30 meters away from our residence. When I was going towards the vehicle, I was rudely confronted by two plainclothes men who suddenly asked me where do I reside. I answered that why I was being confronted without there being any reason at all for the same. There was no answer from their side, and on the contrary, I was being threatened to be severely assaulted, and thereafter I was hit with fist and blows. I was also grappled by my throat, which was causing me severe discomfort to breathe. And I was at the same time being consistently threatened that they are police personnel and they shall implicate me in false case. In the meantime, another police personnel in plain clothes who were associated with such and such was wearing green polo t-shirt approached and had further accelerated the situation. I was again slapped by such and such who forcefully grounded me and being dragged. In the meantime, when I had somehow managed to give a distress call to my father, who was in his chamber, rushed to spot and had tried to rescue me. In such situation, when my father was trying to pull me up from the ground, he was thrashed and kicked by the aforesaid Tushar Chandra. As a result of such impact, my father had fallen down and was trying to get up. Within this situation, when the police personnel present were abusing me and my father in filthy language, further police personnel had accumulated in that place upon being called. Thereafter, again, there was another round of assault by which my father was pushed down and they were trying to drag me in the PCR van with an intention to implicate me in false police cases. Please note that with the immense persuasion from myself and local laborers who had come down to the road seeing such situation, I was able to rescue myself and my father from such atrocious act of the police authorities. I was taken along with my father firstly at Parkview Hospital nursing home. When upon complaint of immense pain, X-ray was conducted. Upon preliminary examination, it was detected that there was a fracture of left hip joint. I was also administered treatment for my injuries which I had suffered in the hands of the police. My father is now admitted in Manipal Hospital, Salt Lake, formerly Colombo, Asia, and is contemplated to be operated on 21st. It is apparent from the aforesaid chain of events that the police personnel had been acting as if they were loose criminals and had threatened to forget that they were on duty in Salt Lake and not in Jammu and Kashmir, where general hard-working, law-abiding citizens reside. I belong to a family of such and such, trained, and the irony is that my father is one of the leading advocates appearing for the state government and such and such. Thereafter, I have engrossed all necessary medical reports, including X-ray, images of substantiating thereby the offence so committed by the police personnel. For your perusal and immediate exemplary necessary action upon, it is hereby requested that there was several CCTV cameras installed where the incident was recorded. I would request you to supply me all the CCTV footages of the shocking incident and preserve the same for the further course of action. Now, my lord, after that, my lord, he has been operated. My lord, the discharge summary I have annexed, my lord. There has been implants which had to be, my lord, inserted. From 16. The discharge summary starts from page 6. The summary is at page 16 and the discharge summary is on page 17. Kindly see the surgery was on 21st August 2025. My lord, the findings: displaced intercrotial fracture, closed reduction, satisfactory position. Procedure, and thereafter it has been, my lord, indicated that, my lord, what are the my lord, implants which has been used. Image is also there, my lord. The image of the operation, my lord. There has been my lord, direction that I should take bed rest and do not squat. Kindly seize the discharge advice at page 18. Rest for 8 weeks. Continue physio rehab at home. Discharge, normal diet. Keep breast clean, such and such. Do not squat. Do not sit on the floor. Use Western time commode. Yes.
This was the result of this person was not assaulted. He went to save his.
Yes. Yes.
As a consequence,
He was kicked, and the kick was so forceful. My lord, femur bone is the, my lord, strongest bone in the human body. Longest and strongest.
such impact.
And yes, next femur. এই তো এখানে লেখা আছে। এটা হচ্ছে কোথায় আমি ফ্র্যাকচার ডিসক্লোজ দিল না, ওই টিএনএফএ অ্যাডভাইস ফিমার, এই যে লেফট ফিমার, ফ্র্যাকচার অফ লেফট ফিমার।
Yes.
So therefore the kick was so hard, had it landed on my, my lord, stomach, I would have collapsed. The force was so hard. That is why on the last, my lord, kindly sees in the FIR, my lord, I have say in the complaint, my lord, I have specifically said that kindly lodge, my lord, proceedings for attempt to, my lord, commit a homicide. Available sections have been given, my lord, as of today. Implants. The implants are at page 20, my lordship can see. These are the implants.
These documents have been handed over to the police authorities.
Allowed by way of this affidavit now, because yesterday,
Right now.
yes, yesterday at the time of, my lord, because these documents I have got
Charge yesterday.
yesterday discharge, and thereafter I affirmed the affidavit. So therefore now it is with the authorities. I was called in the detective department. There has been a change of, my lord, the investigation from the local police authorities to the detective department. I think the statements have been taken from the petition number 1. Petition number 2 was called yesterday in the Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, and, my lord, he was given a notice. Statements have also been recorded, and subsequently, my lord, another person who
What
was
are you wanting now?
my lord, my humble submission before a lordship would be there should be a monitored investigation. Second is, my lord, and without the leave of the court, then lordship would see what is the investigation that they have done, and without the leave of the court, they should not be allowed to file the charge sheet. And second point would be on the basis of, my lord, the police regulation Bengal. May I just place the relevant position? My lord, this the police has totally forgotten. Repeated incidents are happening, my lord. This was there, my lord, since inception.
Now may I intervene?
May I just place one thing?
Let us restrain ourselves so far this matter is concerned, instead of in general. I think that situation, that step has not yet come. Let us first ascertain that today, on the returnable day, what was their submission, what would be my submission on the basis of the complaint and my lord's order, and the subsequent, my lord, on the basis of their complaint, the FIR will be lodged and the charges are there. Now, my lord, may I tell Lordship, kindly have a look at this report. So far as, first of all, I have to satisfy your Lordship that my lord's order has been complied up to this stage. So far, my lord's order is concerned, Lordship, kindly ascertain. My lord, here,
One point, lordship wanted to know whether these documents.
There should be a state that one has to talk. He is representing the victim, accused, whatever it may be, but the thing is let us forget about their status for the right. Because the law is same in favor of all. Now, kindly consider the report first.
Pay in person for signing the complaint. There are medical reports of the
And whatever you
in course of the day will visit the police.
Thank you.
These are the steps.
Their first grievance was on the very first day, there should be a neutral, my lord, the authority investigation agency. Yes, officer change. Electric department, Vidhannagar Police Commissioner. Second was that they, my lord, came down there, signed on the complaint, and it was followed by lodging FIR. Now, the third was that my lord's order not to give
আরেকটা
any,
পুলিশ
my lord,
ডিক্লারেশন বেঙ্গল দে
assignment. Yes, that was followed. After this, today's development, as per my lord, their advance is that the charges were not according to the complaint. Now, my first submission would be, if your lordship kindly allow me, that on the basis of the complaint, the charges have been framed. Now, investigation will be proceeded on. Then, my lord, kindly come to that if my lord, the victim side is, my lord, dissatisfied with the charges, they can make their application before the, my lord, the appropriate forum, appropriate court. The provision was there, provision is there in the present law also. Under section 239, my lord knows that for addition of charges, they have to, my lord, they have to prove that yes, these charges are not sufficient according to the complaints made. Why trial would be here? So kindly consider. And that, my lord, can be done before, my lord, pronunciation of the judgment there. Old law, present law also. Because the complaint was very simple. And on the basis of that, hard and grievous hurt and confinement for a limited period. And the charges are that there was no complaint that what was the intention or with any weapon, nothing. Scuffle was there. Very good. Both sides, they sustained injury. The police personnel also sustained injury. I have shown your lordship on the other day. But no complaint from that side. I am not on that. The complaint from this side, and the basis of the complaint, all the subsequent proceedings proceeded with. And in my lord, now the, my lord, almost independent agency, because of the fact it is not under that, my lord, the police station. But the rest of the thing is this, that they are not satisfied with the charges leveled against. So kindly consider on the basis of the complaint. Lordship always, my lord, already, my lord, made out the complaint. On the basis of the complaint, yes, hard, grievous hurt, confinement, everything is there.
Bailable sections
No,
was
they say-
given so that they can be granted bail easily.
Today-
That depends on the basis of the complaint.
Today the bail has
This
been
is
applied
not
for, I think.
Just tell me one thing. If the when has the investigation been transferred to the detective department?
It appears from here. Lordship, kindly have a look. Immediately after the order passed by your lordship,
Then why is the Vidhannagar East PS submitting the report before this court?
Vidhannagar PA submitted the report because of the fact that the order passed by your lordship and it has been complied with. To this extent, lordship, kindly consider.
But if the detective,
I have followed. Investigate agency will submit before your lordship on the next day, if your lordship so please, on the basis of the investigation which has been carried out after the investigation having been taken in hand. But now, so far this report is concerned, report, my lord, only restrained to your lordship's order, what to what extent complied with.
compliance was called for from the deputy commissioner who was in charge of the Vidhannagar East.
Good mercy, if your lordship so desire, I have to find another report. আমার অসুবিধা কি হ্যাঁ না কোনো প্রশ্ন নেই
Because they are claiming prejudice against a particular police station.
My,
Since the officer earlier
oh yes, I have followed. I have followed.
is one of the grounds.
I have followed. But this is the only, my lord, it reflects the facts. No submission, no investigation, nothing. The report, today's report, 3 or 4 paragraph, only this report reflects the facts. And the fact that is also, my lord, in terms of the compliance of your lordship's order. This is not in respect of any investigation because only the matter started after the FIR. They came down to police station, they compliance with the, my lord, the formalities and the FIR law. The charges framed in terms of the, my lord, the complaint. If if they're not satisfied, then they have to resort to other procedure. But I am not today on that. I leave it to lordship. But if lordship, my lord, allow me, I can file a report from the authority, which is now has taken the investigation part.
You have received the supplementary affidavit today.
Today.
My lord, this X-ray was a part of, my lord, the original complaint, which was mailed. X-ray of the broken bone, my lord, the femur. Lordship would see it is there as a, because it was given as an email. The attachment was there in the
I
email.
understand that, but then I am not also following this report since I expected the deputy commissioner in
Yes,
charge
yes.
of East Bidhannagar, because
Yes.
I did not want the East Bidhannagar to
To be
for
involved.
initiation of that Bidhannagar East case.
Yes.
You had to lodge the complaint before Bidhannagar East
Yes.
case. Since it is claimed that the detective department has already taken over the investigation of
Yes.
the case, it would be in the interest that the new investigating officer let him submit a report before
Yes.
the East court, taking into account the supplementary affidavit which they have submitted.
If my lord kindly consider the diluted sections that have been deliberately adduced.
May I think?
Now,
My lord, the one
this was
person
registered.
tries to make this, my lord,
This is why I am not involving with. This is why I am not relying upon the report of Bidhannagar East.
No,
I am calling for a report from the new investigating officer
Yes, I
who is
should-
who is
And my lord, the other persons who were present had represented before the, my lord, new IO that their statements may also be recorded.
investigation.
part of the.
That we cannot directly approach.
Even a supplementary affidavit.
Yes.
Let them deal with that.
Yes.
Personally, I also feel that petitioners will have prejudice against the police station concerned.
Yes.
Now, you have already transferred the investigation to the detective
Yes.
department.
Yes.
To get rid of all this problem in future, that is
Whatever
why
it is. So, if
Why not?
if that is so,
Justice.
to let the new investigating officer who has taken over the investigation submit a fresh report before
Fine.
this court. I'm keeping this on Friday. I'm keeping this matter.
And,
One
next
point.
week, Lordship.
No, but then they have got some agony, sir. In the meantime, he will.
Friday. Today's
Intervener
Monday.
করে দিয়ে, intervener করে দিয়ে।
Friday, I'm keeping the matter.
Or next Monday.
Only one.
Friday, I may have some technical condition. May not. But the
Intervener.
Considering the anxiety of so many people, sir.
I leave it to.
And only point, my lord, may I just make them aware?
But my lord, one thing, Lordship, my lord, may I tell one thing? My lord, the super main writ petition, no affidavit has yet been exchanged. No order is there. Super
These are not
supplementary
matters where they have to
Lordship,
use an affidavit.
certain facts. Now they want to brought to your Lordship notice. Now, my lord, subject to my lord's correction, Lordship, that
Let us not go into technicalities of filing pleadings.
Sir, in
very good, I said.
a criminal case,
Yes.
exchange of affidavits, because I will not want you to divulge investigating materials.
Yes.
What you are investigating. Huh? Usually, this is a practice of the writ court. Even if you go to the
That is-
magistrates 175, see, earlier without calling for anything, orders used to be passed. Only on the satisfaction and report of the.
Not at
Nothing was
subsequently
when they approached this court. Nothing was there.
Yes.
There was no FIR. The person was undergoing a surgery on that date.
Right.
And no steps were taken against the allegedly erring.
Because of the fact that the formalities was not complete there.
Whatever.
Or it could have been
Very-
done in an
very-
administrative side.
very the
The
only
entire
fact-
thing is being said with
very
regard to the
only
criminal side.
Place the
My lord, why I'm saying so?
DDN.
My lord, why I'm saying so? Because the entire thing with regard to administrative inquiry is open. May I just place one, my lord, police regulation, Bengal regulation 33, my lord, which they have already, all police officers have forgotten. My lord, this is, my lord, this was there from inception. Behavior towards public. No police force can work successfully until it is within the respect of the goodwill of the public and secures its cooperation. All ranks, therefore, while dealing with in execution of their duty, must show forbearance, civility, and courtesy towards all classes. Officers of the superior rank not only observe these instructions themselves, but on all occasions impress their subordinates with the necessity of causing a little friction as possible in the performance of their duty, rudeness, hardness, and thereafter they have to initiate proceedings. This is in administrative realm.
That was the other thing regarding sumo.
They have already closed the person concerned. What
Yes.
My lord, closing a person is different from, my lord, suspending. Suspension would be entitling him to the subsistence allowance to the tune of 50% and thereafter 75%.
That
Closing,
is subject to department
closing would,
proceedings.
yes, that is what I'm saying.
It's separate thing.
It case for departmental proceedings in an administrative side. criminal proceedings, while we appear in all the proceedings, we always hear that the standards are different. Here it is preponderance of probability, there it is strict proof.
That is not possible. The law
Let it proceed. That is what I am saying. Let it proceed. Thereafter, there will be subsequent materials on the basis of this. I'll make this.
the outcome of the departmental proceeding that we.
Outcome of the both can proceed parallelly.
Investigation has just commenced, sir.
Yes.
And within a very close proximity of time, investigation authority has been in change.
Yes.
Let them, I'm giving.
Let them
collect the
proceed.
materials.
Materials come. There.
The injury reports which are available with you, let those be collected. Let the statements of the localites.
Yes.
You have already said that you were saved by certain local persons over
Yes,
there, and
yes.
then let those statements come. Thereafter,
That is why I have submitted in the outset that let this investigation be monitored, and thereafter, my lord, subsequent steps if your lordship wants.
who is investigating? DD, who is
My
investigating?
lord, we have been, my lord,
It appears from
Hey,
the
no, no.
lordship,
my lord, one Kaji, my lord, preserve করেছে।
report first page. Case has been made over to SI Kaji Rafiqul Islam.
Yes, Rafiqul Islam.
Police Commissioner as per order by
Yes, Kaji Rafiqul Islam.
22nd August 2025. Investigation of the case is going on.
What is the structure of your commissionerate over here? Is it like Calcutta Police, Detective Department, or
Vidhannagar Police Commissioner, Calcutta Police. No, Vidhannagar Police.
no?
Must be like the commissionerate, other commissionerate.
Is it
Commissionerate মতন system preserve করেছে।
you have a DC in the rank of over there? I mean, DC, if somebody monitors, you see, in Calcutta,
Hierarchy I have followed.
I know there are specialized DCs actually. That's why I'm saying. In the commissionerate, usually in Calcutta, what happens? You have for the jurisdictional police stations, DC, north, south, east, west.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
And within the Lal Bazar itself, you have separate 8 DCs
So, center,
for
yes.
homicide, for cheating,
Yes, yes, yes.
separate, maybe 3-4 departments, one. No, not that rank.
না না না, র্যাঙ্কটা বলছি আলাদা
For the
আলাদা হবে।
specialized
That will be
offenses,
administrative
you have a
surveillance.
DC. Like in Calcutta, detective department, you have
Calcutta, more cases, more divisions. I don't think they will be having this. Means we will be having this.
DCDD.
Huh?
Let this arrangement go on for the time being up to Friday. Let us come back on Friday.
My lord, the hierarchy,
I shall also.
my lord, as appearing from the website is Commissioner of Police, Joint Commissioner of Police, DCP DD, DCP Traffic, DCP BDN, DCP Airport Division, DCP New Town. Additional charge, such and such. This is the hierarchy as they have given in
The
the
third one you read DCP,
first, second, DCP DD.
DCP, DD.
Under DD, DCP, DD.
Since he is in the this is the detective department, DCP detective department will monitor the case.
Yes.
Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of Police. No,
A supplementary affidavit, supplementary affidavit filed by the petitioners be kept with the record. A copy of the same has been handed over to the learned advocate appearing on behalf of the state. Top petitioners' main grievance today is that although Vidhannagar East PS case number 65 dated 21/8/2025 has been registered for investigation, but the sections we each have been incorporated are understated, which may be for providing an escape route to the person who has been accused of the offense. Full stop. It is also alleged that till date no steps have been taken so far as the accused and his associates concerned with regard to their service. Full stop. Attention has been drawn to the medical documents which have been enclosed of the petitioner number 1 who has undergone a surgery and it was impressed upon the court that the medical documents along with the letter of complaint which has been treated to the first information report of the instant case would go on to show that there has been dilution in respect of the sections which are appearing in the former FIR. Full stop. State has submitted a report. Report reflects that pursuant to the earlier, the state has submitted a report, Mr. Sen, appearing on behalf of the state, submits that the earlier directions passed by the court has been complied with as pursuant to the complaint being signed by the petitioner number 2, Bidhannagar East PS case number 65 dated 21/8/2025 has been registered for investigation. The CCTV footages has been preserved. CCTV footages of the place of occurrence in respect of 20th August 2025 and 21st August 2025 has been preserved by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Bidhannagar. So far as the other direction for not assigning any duty to the Aring police official is concerned, Aring police personnel is concerned, it has been reported that ASI Tushar Chandra Karmakar has been enclosed to line OR and given departure from Bidhannagar East Police Station with a direction to report to Reserve Officer, Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate. Additionally, it has been submitted that Sub-Inspector of Police Kaji E. Rafiqul Islam of Detective Department, Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, has been entrusted with the investigation after the case being withdrawn from Bidhannagar East Police Station. Having in regard to the steps taken and the fact that the supplementary affidavit has been filed today before the court, I direct that henceforth the investigation of Bidhannagar East PS case number 65 dated 21/8/2025 would be monitored by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Detective Department, Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, who would supervise the investigation and submit a report in respect of the progress of the investigation on 29th August 2025 when the writ petition will appear. Okay. At another same meeting at 4 p.m. So the report submitted today, we kept with the record server.
And a copy of the report already handed over.
Yes, copy of the report has been handed over to the learned advocate appearing for the petitioners. Chalo.
You should be pleased to keep it at 3 or 3:30. Friday it is 3:30.
Friday you come then?
3.
4 p.m. it is
regular. I'll come on.
If there is any problem, come ahead.
Mild.